What is up, everyone? Welcome to the channel. This is Mike from Square Root Comics, and today I'm here to share with you a process I'm going to try for the first time. I was basically inspired by a video that James from Mint Hunter Comics dropped recently on how to clean your comic books. This is something I've never done before, but I've looked at some comics and thought to myself, wow, these are dirty. How can I clean them safely? And, James the Mint Hunter, he showed a way to clean them that's fairly simple, and it's chemical free. So my wife was gracious enough and kind enough. She went out and she grabbed me a few supplies. So these are exfoliating cotton, I don't know, swabs, ovals. They're cotton ovals, okay? They're these oval pads. I'm going to try possibly using those to remove some dirt. Also, something called a foundation sponge. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to use this, but we might. James from the Mint Hunter recommended the Art Gum Eraser. This is sort of a comp to that. This is a General's eraser. It's a traditional gum eraser, so hopefully that'll get it. And there's some extra erasers here. I don't know if I'm going to use these, but we got those also. And I do have, of course, the Magic Eraser. I don't have that right in front of me right now. I think it's upstairs in one of the closets or somewhere, okay? And what am I going to be cleaning today? Let's look at it. All right, y'all. This is it, X-Men 1. And the reason I want to clean this book, there's a few reasons. I recently picked this up when I bought an entire box of like 200 comics for $35. This was in here. And it was arguably the most damaged book in the box. There's definitely some type of spots. I thought maybe it was black mold. I don't really know what it is. Could be oil. Could just be regular dirt. I don't know. So I'm going to show you guys some better photos, okay? And the reason I chose this is the Mint Hunter kind of explained that the easiest things or where you might want to focus when you're cleaning are some of the white spots. Now this is a pretty colorful cover, right? But the white lettering in the word, or the name X-Men itself, that in the M especially, there's a lot of dirt in that white M. So I'm going to try to focus on cleaning up those letters and just try to get a feel for using these tools. Looking at the back, I will also try to attack the back side a bit, especially those edges. I'll show you guys some better picks. Okay, so I'm going to now go upstairs, work in my kitchen a little bit where I have a little bit more better space to do this, and we'll go from there, all right? We'll switch cameras. See you in a minute. What is up, everyone? Okay, we're going to start the process. I'm going to focus on a few key areas on the front of the book. We're going to focus mainly on the M and the E in the word X-Men. There's also a little spot on, you might say, the left side over here on the edge near Colossus's arm. I don't know if I'm going to mess with that too much just because there's a lot of color over there. Also on the back, you got a spot over here also, and up top there's looks like some grimage, some dirt. Now this book definitely needs a press, and this is sort of for me just to practice on. I don't know if this will ever get to a fully restored to a 9.8. That's not necessarily the point of this video. We're just trying to show improvement. Can we take the book from where it is now and improve it? All right, without causing any further damage, right? That's got to be a key. So we're going to start by opening these pads up. I don't know if this is the exact pad. The one side is a little more rough, and the other side is certainly a little more soft. So I'm going to start with this soft side because I don't want to damage the book. This book feels a little like brittle. You can like almost hear it cracking as I'm working with it. And that's why I think there may have been some water damage with this. Again, I cannot confirm that. It's just been my instinct. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's definitely picked up at least some coloring, it looks like. I don't know if that's dirt. It appears to be maybe coloring because it looks a little bluish to me, but so it may have picked up some of the blue around the word X-Men. So I might need to be very careful with this. Okay, so after the first pass with this cotton thing, I'm not sure if that helped too much. It's tough to really know. Like I said, I definitely showed that I can lift off some of the color. It's tough to know. I definitely still see some things. I don't know if they're a little faded out or what. I'm going to switch to this side. It's a little more coarse. I'm going to be very careful with it and almost try to like stay in the lines because I don't want to pick up that color. I'm trying to just work in the white area. And then you can even see on this dot, well, there's definitely some grime that was picked up. Also, you see one of those dots is blue. It may not show on the camera because my technology is kind of weak, but all right, let's just use this pad on the other side. All right, next we're going to use this gum eraser. All right, with just a little bit of work, I feel like it's ever so slightly improved. Nothing significant. When I look at this book, I still see the same general dirty areas. It's just maybe not quite as bad. Maybe. So I think the next thing we're going to try is the magic eraser. Stand by. All right, so we've got the magic eraser. I kind of just cut it into a little smaller piece, and let's see what we can do with this. So you guys can see this. Definitely take something off. There's definitely some blue from the shadowing on the letters, right? And then you can see there's definitely some, it could be black. I think that is some dirt. So I don't know. I'm taking something off of it. Like I said, this is my first time. This may just be just practice. This book couldn't really get too much worse. Look at this, guys. The magic eraser is so strong on this blue. I'm actually now hurting the book in some ways. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like really kind of starting to fade out in here. You know, and you can still see like I still have some stuff.